EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Jones looking to throw right away. Swings this out here for Cohen. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Well, this defense for the Ravens, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. That now brings up a very interesting identical situation on 3rd down.
Yeah, people couldn't see us on camera, but I love how you motioned to me like, throw the ball. This is a great shot to take it. 2nd and short. Maybe take a big shot downfield. Instead, they ran it. Didn't work out for them very well. They should listen to you, partner.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here in the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs. This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Play action. Now Jackson. The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
But when you go on the road, you're hoping to make plays that will take the crowd out of the game. I think that's a pretty good example right there.
Yeah, a break like that never hurts, especially in the first quarter. Maybe help to set the tone a little bit.
Could settle them down, get them into the game a little bit easier without that crowd really being against them.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jawan Bentley, the one to get in and finish off the play. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game, because all week long there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Throwing, Jones. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Cohen. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down, it's Edwards. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Jackson looking to throw on third. A swing pass here to Edwards. He finds some open field here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call it a loss of a yard there. And they bring up 4th down. And not what you're looking to do on 3rd and 1, completing the pass but going backward.
I have zero explanation for that because 3rd and 1, you just figure snap.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go play action now. Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Bateman 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. But the bouncer is taken inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's got some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive. Looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decide to run a little screen play. Maybe give their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick first down.
Jones throw complete there to Beckham. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on second down. Jones. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And some space here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. And when you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. Just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're getting the football back again.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. You just saw the speed, folks, of Marcus Jones back there in a flash to drop him. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. A final shot before break. Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And Jackson going to hold on to it again. 11 more on that one and another first down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort. Right? When he break a couple of tackles, I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage. But you also have to have an idea that people are come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Jackson's throws on target to Likely. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
Real quick.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back to throw. Jones. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Off play action. Jones. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Folk's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they run with Edwards off the option. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in the face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Jones on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jones. Into the hands of Beckham. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, a run with Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. To throw is Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jones. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Here's Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score. Ravens 28, Patriots 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
Jabril Pepper is on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the final.
y'all can S-double-E, cause I need your eyes on me. Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can S-T-O-P. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might go to bed, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on force, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Fourth down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who is next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a 10 feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me Folger, soldier. Flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky, leave him floppy, face naughty. Talking all aki, think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious, you too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm Rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.